There is a lot more to me than just the show. The show doesn't really define me. My intention going into, sending an application tape 20 years ago to be on Survivor never had anything to do with having any kind of public persona. But at the same time, being on that show definitely did change the course of my life. He goes, there are 16 of you guys here. Only one of you is going to win. The other 15 of you are not going to win. And you have to be okay with that. Literally, at the time, I think there was 50,000 people that tried out for the show. And we're one of 16 of 50,000. It's like we were lucky, And to complain about it now, that it didn't go the way you want, it didn't seem right. I think a lot of people realize that I'm just a regular person. Yes, I get recognized when I go out places, but I don't have, it's not like I'm a superstar actor, Brad Pitt, can't go anywhere. I got to do a lot of cool things because of the show. Luckily, the TV aspect allowed me to pursue the things that I'm really fond of outside of the TV. I started a construction company, home renovation, a few years ago. I was playing poker semi-professionally for about 5 or 6 years. I think a lot of the things I do are competitive, but I was competitive enough that I actually traveled the circuit playing for a living for about 4 or 5 years. There's a big misconception about poker that it's just straight gambling. It's a game where you have to have patience, self-control, discipline, a lot of things that are really hard to master in your everyday life. Poker and Survivor have a lot of similarities. The ability to pay attention and tell a story that is believable. That's the key to both games. You can put your money in with the best hand and still lose because you get unlucky. Same with Survivor. The element of luck could triumph both and not let that kill you. The experience that I had 20 years ago when I was 25 years old is a lot different than the experience that I had just a year ago when I was 44. Those kids that were born because of the show, it's pretty awesome. Having 4 daughters, that's something that he told me 20 years ago when I was 25 years old, I would be like, no way, but it's almost like it was meant to be. Family's everything. It's the most important thing to me. Every stage of life has its challenges. With kids, we had 4 kids in 5 years, and it was a little bit wild. I love my daughters. I think I got a strong work ethic from my dad and mom. I think that's where I got my love of cooking too. Watching mom and grandma and dad, and then experimenting on my own, just seeing different techniques, from using the stove to the grill to the fire, and seeing what it does to the food. And I like traditional Italian food. I love to grill. I love to make a good steak. My parents were very loving. I'm still very close with them, and they were great parents. So if I could provide even some of what they did for me, then I feel like I'm doing them justice.